Hi! I want to be as bold as to say that I've probably read about 100 personal development books. In this video, I want to share with you the main key takeaways that I see come up time and time again in these books, and I want to shrink that information down and give it straight to you in this video so that you can completely change your life next year in 2026 or whenever you happen to be watching this video. Also, how cute is my cup? Cozy Christmas vibes. I've read them all. You're a Badass, The Alchemist, The Power of Now, Atomic Habits, Mindset, The 5-Second Rule, The Mountain is You, The Gifts of Imperfection, The Miracle Morning, The One Thing, The Everything. I am a bit of a nerd when it comes to personal development because I love it so much and I love to share that information with you in a way that I hope you find cozy, fun, and entertaining, educating nonetheless. But what do these books share? What are the main takeaways that you can implement into your life right now so that you can have the most amazing, cozy year next year? The first thing that all of these books have in common is the concept of identity over goals. Almost every single one of these books points to the idea that your identity creates your reality. Basically, what this means is how you see yourself, how you show up in the world determines your results, your outcomes. So if you're currently seeing yourself as a shy little girly or guy who thinks that you're too cringe, you're too quiet to be posting online, that is the identity that you're clinging on to, and you're also putting that into the universe. And so you're not going to get the results you want with those thoughts. So the moment you stop seeing yourself as a shy, cringe, girly, or guy and start seeing yourself as, wow, I'm awesome. I have something to share. I can show up. I can shine online and do all of these things. Things will start to shift. If you really want to make your dreams come true in 2026, or whenever you're watching this video, maybe we are far in the future. How exciting. Start by calling yourself whatever it is that you want to create and whoever it is that you want to be. Call yourself that before you feel ready. It's kind of like that thing. Wow, this is really hard to do. Drink and talk at the same time. Yeah, it's kind of like that thing where you must channel your future self. I know this sounds a little bit woo-woo, but it is true. If you show up creating content, putting yourself out there in a way that the version of you who's already made all your dreams come true does, you're going to get results faster. You're going to make things happen because you're exuding this awesome, amazing energy. You're putting it out there instead of putting out, oh, I'm actually kind of shy and I'm not, good enough for this. That's going to create two different results. So channel your future self and show up as her or him or them. Takeaway number 2, small habits over motivation. So if you've read Atomic Habits by James Clear, you will know that he is all about those tiny incremental habits that accumulate over time and then transform your life. And a lot of these other books do too. They talk about how powerful tiny habits are. And I think what it all comes down to is creating habits that you are able to sustain, that you are able to stay consistent at. The smaller the habit, the least resistance there is to doing that habit, to completing that habit, the more likely you are of succeeding. This kind of goes in hand with what I often say is working on your dreams for just 10 minutes a day is better than working on your dreams for 0 minutes. So it's all about just sitting down, just doing something relating to that big dream of yours. This could be coming up with a content idea, posting once a week, writing morning pages, coming up with one story every day that you can share in your content, because consistency builds over time. James is right. They do accumulate to something grand, to something amazing down the line. Just do something relating to your dreams every single day. Keep the resistance to the minimum. Mel Robbins, Pressfield, Jen Sincero. I don't know how you pronounce her name, sorry. But they all talk about this next takeaway, and that is action cures fear. It is just about showing up. If you have a problem, if you are scared of something, if you have a limiting belief, the only thing that's going to help you to overcome that fear, to break that limiting belief, is taking action. Proving to yourself that you can do the thing. When you do that, when you prove to yourself that, hey, wow, okay, that wasn't all that bad, I can actually do it, the more confidence you are going to build. You're going to be flexing that confidence muscle sooner than I can say, Ross and Rachel were on a break.
Fine by me!
Or were they? Stop overthinking, stop perfecting, stop planning, and start doing. Do the thing that's on your calendar. This is about exposing yourself to your fear, like not a real type of fear. When I talk about fear, I mean having the guts to go for your dreams, having the guts to tell your friends that you're starting a business, having the guts to post that reel or start that YouTube channel, or just be creative because you know you're meant to be. That's the kind of fear I'm talking about, or overcoming a limiting belief. But exposing yourself to that fear is the only thing that's going to help you move past it. It's not enough just thinking about doing it. You have to actually do it. Stretch that comfort zone of yours. Literally everything comes down to this. All the books, every single book, every single author talks about this in some way or the other. And it is true. It is 100% true. Your thoughts, these little thingies going on in here, they create your results. So all the results that you have in your life right now can be traced back to thoughts that you have thought many years ago. Mindset is everything, especially when it comes to realizing your cutie cozy dreams. Think about this. If you keep telling yourself that you're not good enough, it doesn't matter, no one's going to engage anyway, I'm not worth this cozy creator lifestyle, that's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you keep repeating those thinking patterns, you're going to self-sabotage, you're going to procrastinate, you're going to find an excuse not to do the thing. And I don't want that for you. So we need to think better thoughts. How about you think quiet people can do amazing things? Let's start there. Because whatever you think is going to make you feel a certain way. Our emotions, they trigger our actions or inactions. We take action based on how we feel. And if you're feeling positive, motivated, excited, that's going to create a different result versus if you felt scared, worried, hopeless. That's not the vibe. Your thoughts create your results. Think good thoughts. The fifth takeaway, self-compassion is actually a productivity tool. This is something that Brene Brown and Brianna West talks about a lot in their books, and it's about having a little self-compassion. Don't beat yourself up. Just because something didn't go your way, or you missed an upload, or you didn't post when you said you were going to post, don't worry about it. Have self-compassion. This also comes back to your thoughts. If you have limiting beliefs, don't judge those beliefs. Have compassion for them. Like, be curious. Why do I choose to think these silly little thoughts about myself? Be gentle with yourself. Take things at your own pace. You know, I've always said, if you want to become a creator and build an amazing life for yourself by posting online and you don't feel comfortable or confident right now, take that comfort, take that confidence, and take it at your own pace. This is exactly why I started posting in complete secret. Nobody knew what I was doing on the internet, which sounds a little shady, but I took it at my own pace. And the more I did it, the more I had compassion for myself, for the mess ups, for the failures, for not having the balls to go for it and show my face and name right out the gate, the more I grew and my confidence grew with this action that I took. But I did it all on my own timeline and schedule. You're going to get much more done if you stop beating yourself up. So really, self-compassion, yes, is a productivity tool. Key takeaway number 6, purpose. Everybody's looking for their purpose, but purpose doesn't show up by you thinking about what your purpose is. Purpose shows up by you doing, not thinking. There we go again, taking the action. All types of clarity comes from taking action. This can be traced back to the whole niche conversation. A lot of people stop taking action and start overthinking their niche. They think they have to have this perfect niche figured out before they start posting online, and that's just not true. You don't know what your niche is until you start posting, start seeing what your audience is into, what you're into, what you like creating. All this clarity that you want to have about your business before you start, just start and it's going to appear. Key takeaway number 7 is one that I really enjoy. This one is important to me and I bet it's important to you as well. And that is that your environment matters. It matters so freaking much. You become what you repeatedly surround yourself with. This is also the case for your surroundings. Like what's your space like? Is it cozy? Is it warm and fuzzy? Or is it cold and uninspired? When you sit down to create and work on your dreams, make sure the space, the room where you're sitting down to create feels inspired. Light a candle, put on some cozy music, make yourself a really good cup of coffee or tea or whatever your go-to beverage is, but make it cozy. And yes, this also applies to the people in your life. So this goes without saying, but cut out those toxic people. The toxic, unsupportive people, we don't need them. And the final takeaway, number 8, your life is going to change. You're going to make all your beautiful dreams come true. true when you take 100% responsibility for your dreams and making that happen. You know, you've heard Mel Robbins say this, no one's coming. No one is coming to help you. You have to take responsibility for making your dreams come true. You just have to make 2026 the year where you take radical responsibility for your life. I know you love a good summary. Let's wrap this video up with clear action steps that you can implement right away. So step number 1, sit down, make a cup of coffee, light a candle, and decide. Get intentional about who you are and who you want to be. Identity over goals. Step number 2, implement 1 to 2 tiny habits that support this new identity or new version of yourself. Step number 3, reduce any friction to completing these habits and in your environment. Make it easy for yourself to take action. Number 4, create before you consume, before you go on the apps, before you start scrolling, create something. Work on your dreams for 10 minutes before you expose yourself to the internet and all of this information, because the best info comes from here. Step number 5, be gentle with and have compassion for yourself. If you don't post for a week, give yourself a break. It's okay. You're doing this at your own pace. Step number 6, you're going to publish imperfectly. Yes, you're going to do it. Step number 7, take responsibility. Wake up early. Take action on your dreams. Channel your future self. Take action before you feel ready. I know all of this sounds a little bit cheesy, a little bit cliche, but it is cliche for a reason. That's it. Those are the things that you need to know. You don't need to read all the books, you just need this video. No, but seriously, I do recommend a long list of books. Maybe I should put them in the description. I'll put some of them in the description, my favorite ones. But these are my key takeaways, and I hope that they help you create an amazing future for yourself and the best 2026 ever. I mean, there's only going to be one 2026, but the best year ever. Cozy vibes and cheers.